Dear Mom, I miss you so much. You are gonna be in the center of my heart. I hope you feel good. I am sad more than happy. I love you. Love, Jacob.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Most of them know why they're coming up here. They know it's because mom died or dad died or brother or sister is gone, and you know, that doesn't sound like a fun camp. Then they get here and their eyes are opened up to, wow. Not only do we get to come to camp and learn coping skills and share stories and get the support of our peers, but you also get all the fun stuff. So that camp that wasn't fun in your thoughts as you're coming up here because you know you're coming to a grief camp suddenly becomes something that you can't get enough of.
Camp Comfort started in 1995, and we've served over 1,200 children in the last 18 years.
We hold Camp Comfort twice a summer. It's a weekend camp. It's for kids aged 6 to 12 who have had someone in their life that they loved who has died.
I understand that reaction of, oh my gosh, there are so many things I'd rather be sending my kids to, and certainly I could relate with that. You just want your kids to have a mom and a dad and be able to go to normal camps. But you know, you end up in situations that life hands you, and so in the midst of that, I feel like I was thankful. I was thankful that this was here, that it was close to us, that it was something that had been going on for a while, that had clearly helped a lot of people. And so right away, I think I just thought, wow, this is a great opportunity.
My name is Paul. I'm at Camp Comfort because my dad died. My old school's counselor recommended it for me, and I've liked it, and I'm happy I came.
Camp Comfort is really a really great place in that it's fun, and at the same time it's really, really helpful.
Adult is the buddy, and he's the one that looks after the two kids, and Joe is the best buddy there is.
My name is Joe, and I've been a buddy at Camp Comfort for 15 years. For some of the kids, you can literally see a change in their personality or in their being that being at Camp Comfort generates.
So when I lost my dad, I was 9 years old, and I was completely lost. It was scary, I was anxious, I didn't know what my priorities were in life. And coming to camp really helped me learn to recognize different coping skills and be a part of, how to be, I guess, productive in everyday life while still remembering my father and not being completely tied down by the sadness and the grief and the loss.
At Camp Comfort, they learn very quickly that crying happens all the time, and it's fine. People cry, people get Kleenex for them, and then a few minutes later they may be fishing around the zip line. And then a few minutes later they may be back visiting about the death. So you learn how to grieve, and you also learn how to play.
I thought it was just going to be a weekend of like crying and stuff, but it was more like just having fun, but at the same time talking about grieving, so I liked that part of it.
At first I was kind of nervous and thought it was just going to be, the same as early, but when we got there I loved the activities and had a fun time.
What I love is at the end, they always say how much fun it was. And so I always feel just in awe of the kids that they were able to separate from their families, spend the weekend there, share their thoughts and feelings, make new friends, and have fun. And I love that.
I think creating a space to grieve is important with camp because of the people who run it and their experience and what they know about grief, and certainly about children in grief. I think they have created an environment where the kids can immediately sense that this is one of those spaces. And so when that time and space is available to them, then I think they just enter into it.
Well, because everybody here has lost someone, like really special, like their dad or mom or best friend or sister or something. So I'm not scared to talk about my feelings because they kind of feel how I feel.
Well, at first I thought it was just gonna be like you'd go in there and they'd teach you like grieving skills or ask you questions about your special person. And then I got more out of it, and like because we met other people who had had similar experiences. It really breaks that feeling of isolation you might have after the loss of someone you love, and that's really important for me, especially like if I hadn't done camp, I don't think I'd be nearly as far as I am in the process of grieving.
I've always thought of it as a backpack that you put your grief on in your backpack, and the kids actually on Saturday and Sunday, when they're doing something fun, you can actually see them almost take their backpack off and go play. And they'll swim just like any child will swim and laugh and have so much fun, like a child who hasn't had this magnitude of a loss.
The best part of camp for me would be playing with your friends that you make here at camp.
When we did the zip line, I loved it and I wanted to do it over and over again, but then I found out like there's horseback riding, and I love horseback riding.
This place is really fun. I've caught 2 fish.
The zip line was super fun, as normal, and yeah, I had a great time, and I'm excited to go back.
I can say it, I'm willing to say that I wish Camp Comfort had been around when my dad died.
Camp Comfort is one of the many programs developed and supported by Mount Evans Home Health and Hospice. Because camp is so important to us, we fundraise to continue its sustainability.
We can offer families a partial or a full scholarship and never have to turn anybody away. And to be able to tell a dad that his daughters can attend camp because we have scholarship money available has just been a wonderful thing to be able to do.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be us sitting around a campfire crying and telling stories about the people we loved and then going to bed depressed, and that's the idea of therapy, but it's nothing like that.
They come away with this, the comfort of knowing that there are other people in their situation, and they probably realize that there's a new set of people now out there who love me, who care about me, who I've been myself around.
One of the greatest things about Camp Comfort is as you see the weekend evolve and you see these children that come in on Friday night that are tentative and nervous and maybe even want to go home, and by the end of the weekend the magic takes over. And it's just such a journey in such a short time, and nothing compares to what we see over the weekend.
The magic of Camp Comfort is that it's a very safe place for kids to grieve. And as one kid said one year, Camp Comfort is good because you can get your grief out, which means you're taking care of things, but then you can go play, which means that life goes on. And I could never have said it any better than that.
What I got out of camp was the coping skills, the sharing skills, the different ways that you can express yourself, even with something as tragic as losing somebody close in your family.
Next year I'm probably going to be coming back because I really like this camp and I've learned to deal with my problems really well.